Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. I'm talking today about some crazy sound issues I'm having with my Tesla Model 3. They get a lot of bad rap for, squeaks and panels and things rubbing together. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I started noticing this sound. And I thought, well, maybe it could have been because I just recently put in a swivel kit on my big screen in the center of the car, and maybe there are some rubbing parts together with that kit. I took apart the kit, reassembled it all, tightened everything down really tight, and it's not that. So I was like, what the heck could this be? Come to find out through more research and stuff that it sounds like the ball joint on my upper control arm on the passenger front wheel has gone bad. And when I'm at low speeds, the car makes an insanely annoying creaking sound that literally sounds like when you step on an old floorboard in an old house. There are a bunch of cops coming at me right now. I don't know what's going on. They're not coming after me, which is good, but they are flying. Anyway, back to my creaky Tesla. But I went onto my app and scheduled through the Tesla service section, explained my problem. I said, here's what I'm seeing, here's what I'm hearing, and here's when it started, and here's where the sound is coming from. Well, it also has the option to attach media to support your claim, support your complaint. And so I did. I recorded a video where I put up this crazy sound so that they could hear it, that their techs could hear it. Within like 20 minutes, it was really, really great. Within 20 minutes, they responded with an estimate to fix it and a description of what they think is probably at fault. And it was the upper control arms. Just like I kind of did my own little research and came to that conclusion, it seems like their team must be aware of this because they got back to me super fast and said, hey, you probably need new control arms or upper control arms. So I don't love spending, hundreds of dollars to get things fixed, but the car does have, 79,000 miles on it, and there is normal wear and tear to be expected. And these are kind of a known issue with the Tesla Model 3. And so here I am gonna have to get it done. And I found other folks who have had this same procedure done, this same fix done, and their pricing was very much the same. They're actually not even charging me for labor on the estimate. I'm guessing because they know that's a really big Tesla problem, and they're like, maybe we shouldn't charge the folks whose cars are out of warranty the labor on this. So I appreciate that very much. I'm hoping after this day, after this quick fix, I don't have this insane sound anymore, but I'll keep you all updated. So just got the upper control arms all replaced at my local Tesla dealership. And I gotta tell you something, the car feels a lot different. It feels much sturdier and much more, sporty. I feel like I can control and steer better than I could before. The sound is gone, thank God. The car definitely feels different having those control arms replaced. There also was some aftermarket bolt that they found when they were doing the work, and they replaced that for free, which was great. So whoever had this car before me obviously used some aftermarket non-OEM part, which I'm glad they found and replaced with Tesla genuine parts. And going around corners, it just feels tighter than it did before. I didn't really think the car felt loose or the steering felt loose before this, because I only was, drawn to the problem of the upper control arms when I started hearing the creaking sound. So my guess is they were failing, the ball joints and the upper control arms, they were failing probably before I heard the sounds, and my steering probably wasn't all that great. But I gotta tell you something, I gotta use some force now to move this steering wheel in a good way. It feels sportier, it feels just much more taut, I guess is a good word too, than it did before. And that's just amazing that, little pieces, little parts can make such a big difference in how a car feels. And with a vehicle like this that is performance oriented and is more expensive, you can't just take this anywhere. Your local mechanic shop probably would pass on fixing a Tesla for most things anyway. Maybe a filter or something they would change, but something like this, you got to take this to the folks who know the car is best, and that unfortunately sometimes is a little bit more expensive. But like I said, $288, total, with the 192 was the parts, and the I think 87 bucks was the overall cost after the diagnostic fee was put on. You know, they're very, very quick. You pay in your app, as most of you know, but if you've never done it before or are hesitant to get a Tesla, I gotta tell you something, they make it nearly seamless. They make it painless to own one, with all the over-the-air updates, with all the over-the-air app interactions you can have with your Tesla tech crew. It's just, it makes no sense why you would have something else. You can't really text your Toyota technician. You can't text your, you know, any other automaker the way you can with Tesla. So their software is just out of this world cool. And for as expensive and, you know, luxurious, in quotes, as these cars are, the maintenance on them is not all that much, and the actual work on things like this, when parts do fail, isn't all that bad. So I thank you all for watching. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm doing something cool coming up in the next couple of weeks. I appreciate all the support. Please like, comment, and subscribe below if you're new here to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.